The first of the Buddy Lee ropes that I'm gonna briefly explain to you is the Buddy Lee Rope Master. The Buddy Lee Rope Master is my favorite Buddy Lee rope that I have. It's the same rope that if you watch Buddy Lee jump rope, he is likely to be using this rope. Most of the clips that I've seen Buddy Lee jumping rope in, he's using this rope because this rope is a great jump rope for speed, and it's also a great jump rope for freestyle and complicated freestyle tricks. That's the type of jumping that Buddy Lee likes to do. So this is the rope that you'll see him using most of the time. I like this rope a lot because of these grips. The grips are especially helpful when you are jumping rope quickly and you're doing a lot of freestyle tricks simultaneously, because as your hands get more sweaty, and especially if you're like me, if you get sweaty hands, very sweaty hands, you have the tendency to have your hands slip off of the rope when you're doing an intense jump rope exercise. Also included with this rope is the patented Buddy Lee swivel bearing system, which essentially helps to turn the rope more quickly. This rope uses a standard PVC cord. I believe that Buddy Lee jumps with a 4mm cord, but I could be mistaken about that. That's a quick explanation of the Rope Master. Also, I forgot to include that these handles are made of plastic and they get larger as you move down the handle. That's the design that they have implemented onto this rope, and I think that it works well. So that's a quick explanation of the Buddy Lee Rope Master. The next Buddy Lee rope that I own and that I'm going to talk about is the Buddy Lee Versatrainer. You can see it right here. You'll probably think that it is similar to the Rope Master, and you'd be right in that assumption. The differences are where the Rope Master is made of a lighter see-through type plastic. So it's a different kind of manufacturing process in the plastic, I believe. The length of the rope's handles is about the same. It uses a PVC cord, same size PVC cord as the Rope Master, and it has the same swivel bearing system. What I've noticed between the Rope Master and the Versatrainer is that the Rope Master is slightly easier to turn, it's slightly easier to turn quickly, and it's slightly easier to control. And that's just in my opinion. It's also easier to do releases with the Rope Master than it is for the Versatrainer. And again, that's just my opinion. If given the choice between the Rope Master and the Versatrainer, I'm going to use the Rope Master all day because I'm more comfortable with it. But this is not a bad option for freestyle jumping and general purpose conventional jumping. The Buddy Lee AERO Speed is Buddy Lee's short handle jump rope. It uses a 5mm PVC cord. Truly, this rope is one of the best combinations of freestyle jumping and conventional jumping. Because it has the short handles and because it has the thicker cable, it works well for conventional jumping, single unders, double unders, and any jumping that you would more associate with workouts, but it also works well for freestyle and fast, quick jumping. It doesn't work as well for freestyle as the Rope Master does, but it is also more versatile than the Rope Master is. These handles, while they are shorter, they also have the grips to keep your hands from slipping down the ropes, especially when it gets hot outside. Also, these handles are far more robust than the Rope Master's handles. These handles are not made of plastic, they're made of metal, and they can withstand the utmost punishment. They are extremely robust and made extremely well. This is Buddy Lee's most expensive jump rope. Right now it's coming in at $45 at the time of this recording, but I think it's worth it. I remember getting this rope for $30 a couple years ago, but inflation has hit and things have gotten much more expensive. Of note, you can buy the Green Hornet attachment, rope attachment for this jump rope so that you can give the rope a bit more weight to coincide with the handles. These handles are quite heavy, especially when you compare it to the lightweight of a PVC rope. And at times, the weight disparity can be daunting and it can cause trip ups. It has for me in the past. Until you get used to it, it is easier to trip with this rope because of the weight disparity between the handles and the rope. I have heard that the Green Hornet cable is not the best performing cable out there and that it has broken or it has caused the handles to break. I do not have any direct experience with that, but I have heard people come on this channel who have talked about some of the disadvantages of the Green Hornet cable. Other people have said that it works just great. I'm just relaying the information that has come across the channel. For the Buddy Lee AERO Speed, I forgot to mention that the Buddy Lee AERO Speed also has Buddy Lee's patented swivel bearing system, as does the next rope that I'm going to talk about in Buddy Lee's inventory, which is the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed rope that he partnered on with Lee Reisig, who is another famous rope jumper. This rope is designed for multiple unders, specifically double unders. So this would be a good rope to use if you want to improve your double unders and if you want to do CrossFit or anything that's going to require double unders and multiple unders. This rope is more versatile than other double under ropes I know because it's heavier. It is also quite easy to do conventional single unders with this jump rope. I've used this jump rope for warm-ups and cool downs where I'm only doing single unders, and it does work well, as opposed to lighter multiple under jump ropes that, because they are lighter, it is harder to get the feedback on them and makes it easier to trip. Where this rope falls short is that it weighs a bit too much to do quick double unders with. So if you are in a numerical double under competition, this may not be the best rope to use. But where the trades occur is if you're just starting with double unders and you want to graduate from a PVC jump rope to a steel lighter jump rope, then this would be a great jump rope to start with because it does offer more feedback and more weight than most other double under jump ropes on the market that I have used in the past. The last Buddy Lee rope that I'm going to talk about that I own is the Buddy Lee beaded rope. I'll admit to you that I am not the biggest fan of beaded ropes, mainly because I always have to size rope down to my height, and it takes much longer and it's much more complicated to size a beaded jump rope because you have to take the beads off and it takes a long time to do rather than simply cutting a PVC or a steel cord and getting right down to business. With that said, this is one of the better beaded ropes that I've used because of the sizing mechanism here. It is easier to use than other less complicated beaded jump ropes. This rope does offer the feedback that you would expect a beaded jump rope to offer. It's different from other beaded jump ropes. Beads differ from other types of beads, from conventional beads. These have ribs in them and they have a more corrugated feel to them. But overall, this is what you would expect from a beaded rope. It's nothing special. I believe that this is the cheapest jump rope that I own that Buddy Lee has in his inventory. It's basic, but I think that it does a good job for a beaded rope and that it offers a good amount for a beaded rope.